Hey, what's the score? 3-2 Chelsea. Oh, come on, Arsenal, you're letting me down. Well, that's what you get supporting an inferior team. Hey, man, you playing? Shut up!
Hello, Mora.
Greetings, Internet denizens. I'm Sapphire.
I'm Paul.
I'm Josh.
And we are your guest of Geeks. Well, it's the third Saturday of the month, and we're trying something new in 2018. Not that. He didn't get enough fish sticks and custard. What we're doing is trilogies. We love trilogies. And seeing how it's the third Saturday of the month, we're going to do one movie in a trilogy. January, February, March, we'll cover those, and then we'll start a new trilogy. We're starting off with the Cornetto Trilogy, which is one of Sapphire's favorites. So, you want to explain what the Cornetto Trilogy is?
Okay, so the Cornetto Trilogy was created by Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright. The reason it's mainly called the Cornetto Trilogy is that there is subtle reference to Cornetto ice cream cones in each one. The color of each cone corresponding to a specific movie. In the case of Shaun of the Dead, the color is red in reference to zombies, blood, carnage, chaos, mayhem, destruction, and all the fun things in life.
Chaos, carnage, mayhem.
We're a triple act. Eat it, Mel Gibson. In Hot Fuzz, the cones are blue in reference to the police. And in the movie At World's End, the cones are green in reference to aliens.
I thought it was reference to Earth.
No. Like green like Martians.
Okay.
That's racist.
Speciesist.
That's a word.
It is now.
Moving on! So today we are doing Shaun of the Dead, one of my personal favorites in the trilogy. So the basic premise is Simon Pegg's character Shaun is stuck in a dead-end life, thankless job working customer service. I'm sure anyone that's ever worked customer service can appreciate that statement.
Oh, yeah.
He's spinning tires, going nowhere fast, and his girlfriend decides, I need something more in life. I need anything more in life. So she breaks up with him. He spends the movie in many ways trying to win her back while dealing with a slacker, pot-smoking, pot-selling drunkard friend, his antagonistic stepfather, a semi-oblivious mother, and his ex's roommates.
That don't like him.
All while having to also deal with a zombie apocalypse.
That is a lot for one guy to handle.
Yeah.
You know, I think if you shaved the beard, he might look a little like Simon Pegg.
Nah, look more like Nick Frost. Touche.
Alright, so Shaun, Simon Pegg.
Shaun, always great in anything he does. He, like you said, he starts off as this mundane character, has a girlfriend. You pretty much nailed him fairly well. But
sorry to take your job.
All right.
We're gonna need another. We don't need another Josh. Quiet, or we'll brew a new you.
What I always love about their movies, and even like British comedy, is they always accentuate the mundane. So getting up, brushing your teeth, going to the store, walking, saying hi to your neighbors.
That's always been a hallmark of Edgar Wright.
Yeah, very very mundane, but it's just so perfect. And they do the same thing on the day that the zombie apocalypse comes to pass, and it's just so perfect because you're just as oblivious for doing your mundane things. And it just shows what that character is. Mind you, okay, it's a movie. He gets his chance to do the right thing, and save the princess, save the mother, go to the Winchester. And then what?
Yeah.
Which is pretty much his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very much, yeah. And I mean, I like Ed. Well, okay. I'm doing Ed, played by Nick Frost, because he's a big fat guy who drinks a lot and loves ice cream. There's some parallels there, but
You don't sit around gaming all day, though.
no, I don't play video games all day. And at least I have a daytime job, and I have a girlfriend, and he's that slacker buddy that we all love that hanging out with that guy because he's a lot of laughs in high school and whatnot. But we all grew. We all evolved. We improved our lives. He's happy just to hang out with his buds. He's always borrowing money out for people. He just, let's go out and get drunk, but I work tomorrow. Okay, so you'll have wine spritzers instead of pints. And he's also that kind of guy, though, that it's like, he's a total loser, but he thinks he's a tough guy. In Britain, if somebody's referred to as a hard man, it's, hard and tough, shortened to hard. So he thinks he's a hard guy. So it's like, your buddy's an idiot. Oh, fuck off, I'll kick your ass. And it's like, no, you won't. And so, I mean, I watch Nick, the character of Nick, or Ed, sorry, and it's just like, God, I remember being that guy, and just, oh. So
It was fun for a while.
yeah. When you're a teenager, fine, but when you're in your late 30s, you hit your 20s, but even by your late 20s, early 30s, and especially by your 40s, have a life, have a job, have a career goal, have a life goal. Back then, pulling all-nighter means, I'm out drinking and partying with my buddies. I turn 45 next month. To me, an all-nighter means I don't get up to take a piss. Okay? So, it's just, you have to grow, you have to evolve. And I mean, at the end, though, he does, obviously we're talking spoilers here. At the end, he does do something. He's being bitten, and a guy like that would be like, no, don't go without me. Make some kind of excuse why he should be saved, and he's like, go. I can know it. I don't want to die. And then it's like, oh, later, actually, it's okay.
I can't believe, of all people, it's going to be me quoting 1 Corinthians.
When I was a child, spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Yes, but the counterpart to that is from Doctor Who. What's the point of being a grown-up if you can't be childish now and then? Hence,
You're the anti-act.
hence what we're doing now. So, but there is a lot of great moments in the film, a lot of funny stuff. Because I mean, that's what makes a movie great. Is when it's like somebody mentions the movie, and you pipe in with your favorite moment. What was your favorite moment?
Well, one of my favorite moments. Wait, never took a shortcut? Then he proceeds to jump heroically over the fence, crashing into it and falls. Yeah.
I mean, I grew up until I was 5 in Scotland, and here in North America, you have fences that are a good 6 feet high. Yeah, no, a lot of them are 3.5, 4 foot. So
Just enough to keep the kids in the yard.
Yeah. And people actually back then, Britain is in essence a lot smaller, so to speak. And so, you got to know your neighbors and stuff like that. So, being in the backyard, and for them, the backyard is the garden. So somebody says, I'm just going to be in the garden? I mean the backyard.
Yeah.
And so it'd be like, oh, hi, Phil. Hey, Sue. Whatever it's up.
Hey, Wilson.
That would not have worked for him. Wilson was 6'8".
Howdy ho, neighbor.
They would have had to get the guy who plays Tyrion to play the neighbor for that part. Sorry. What was your favorite moment, or one of them?
David, kill the queen! What? The jukebox! They're into the big climax fight. They're in the Winchester pub, the end of their plan. Personally, I would have just taken that as step one and then gotten the hell out of Dodge the next day, but they didn't have the chance. Anyway, zombies start swarming in because Ed is playing this game in the pub. Zombies start swarming in everywhere. jukebox all of a sudden comes to life. It's playing Queen, Don't Stop Me Now. There's Shaun, leader of the pack. He's giving orders to everyone. And he says, David, kill the Queen. What? The jukebox! Leads up to this. I have to say, this was an amazingly choreographed fight scene. The bartender, John, already bitten. It was Liz, Shaun, and I think David all grabbed pool cues and just start beating John in time to the music.
Don't stop me now.
Of course, they never actually go for the head, which they've known pretty much the whole movie will stop this.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. From the audience perspective, it was just funny as hell.
I would have loved to just like be in the director's chair, just sitting there while drinking while they're performing this, trying to get it right, just to see how it goes, and like,
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, is like you said, Shaun's leader of the pack, and everybody who knows me with my sense of humor, I love wordplay or that stuff that just stands out as a little bit odd. And for me, it was, like in one scene in the film, he runs into an old friend. And she's like, "Oh, Shaun, how you doing? Haven't seen each other, what, 2-3 years? That's fine." And as they're making their way to the Winchester, now, like I said, you got Shaun, you got Ed, you got his ex-girlfriend that he's hoping to try and get back because he wants to save her. He's still in love with her. He's got his mom. And, and then, of course, the girlfriend also has her roommate and roommate's boyfriend. So there's a pack of like 6 of them going along. And then all of a sudden they're like in the dark and trying to, not get caught by the zombies and all. And they run into that friend again. And she's got her pack with her, because I love absurd humor. So there's Shaun, in essence, his counterpart. She's got her boyfriend, her dad, her big goofy friend. And the fact they also look incredibly similar.
yeah.
So it's like doppelgangers crossing, and in the same order. So, Shaun and his counterpart, okay, bye. Best friend, okay, bye. Girlfriend, okay, bye. Best friend, roommate. It's just like, okay. So,
I love Ed's counterpart. They're both just on their phone constantly throughout the encounter.
Well, it just what it reminded me of is the episode of Seinfeld in which Elaine started hanging out with a different group. But the Seinfeld group and that other group end up meeting up on the street one day, and George Costanza, played by Jason Alexander, he's looking at them and it's like, and so at one point he kind of
different.
Well, no, at one point they can tell it's different and weird because they look similar, but he looks at her at one point and is talking about to Elaine about, maybe I can hang out with you guys sometime, and she's like, we already have a George. Just like, yeah, you could easily upset, because like one of the doppelgangers is played by Matt Lucas, best known as Nardole on Doctor Who, or the sketch comedy show Little Britain, and one is Martin Freeman from the Avengers, Sherlock, The Hobbit.
And the entire Cornetto Trilogy.
Yeah, well, there are some actors that do appear throughout the entire, because the mom's boyfriend is played by Bill Nighy, who appears in all of them.
Yeah, just a few that get.
Yeah, so but just that scene appealed to my absurdist humor point. That's just the fact that Martin Freeman plays the boyfriend. Well, we could switch him out. Actually, would anybody notice? It'd be like getting another Sapphire.
Again.
No one would notice. No one has.
Anyhow, that's the Cornetto Trilogy. Hope you like it. You gotta check it out. Again, it's Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End.
In that order.
And next month we're going to talk about Hot Fuzz, which is a great cop movie, buddy cop movie, and of course part of the Cornetto Trilogy. So until next time, I'm Paul.
I'm Josh.
I'm Sapphire, and you lost!
Oh, you son of a...
Greetings, Internet denizens! If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to keep up with the channel, and also feel free to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.